Strategy number 1, reduce and or ID trigger. So we're talking about triggers, from the habit process. I'm going to put on the screen how a habit process is. As a reminder, I already did it in a previous video. You can also check it out. So this is how a habit process looks like. It starts with a trigger, and a trigger can be a person. It can be a sensation. It can be something that you see. It can be also something that you smell. From the trigger, we have a reaction. Then the reaction, we have a consequence. And again, on the consequence, think about short-term and long-term consequence. Let's give you an example. A sensation, the trigger, okay, can be hunger. Okay, I'm choosing, the sensation hunger. We all have it, right? Across countries, we're all human beings. We have trigger, and then we have a reaction. The reaction is me standing up if I'm sitting down and going to the kitchen, getting something to eat, okay, or I buy something. That's the reaction. And then from the reaction, we have the consequence. Short-term consequence, I'm feeling better. I'm not hungry anymore. I can even feel more energized if I needed some sugar, right? And the long-term consequence, if it's a healthy snack, well, you're going to be healthy, you're going to be strong, good for you. If it's an unhealthy processed food type snack, well, long-term consequence, you're going to get fat and maybe also sick. So this is super important to understand how the habit process works, because it all starts with self-awareness, right? Identify your challenge, identify your patterns, so you will be able to change them, right? And improve them, okay? Once you have ID'd your trigger, you can get rid of them, right? So you don't add them in your house. Or you can add some trigger to remind you of something. Like, for example, if your habit is drinking water, just put, a bottle of water on your desk. It worked for me. Try it out. We never know. Again, your environment is something that you can control, right? Your house, your office. But if you're outside, it's outside of your control. But the goal here is to support yourself. Strategy number 2, practice, practice, practice. I love Jim Kwik. Here is Jim Kwik. If you don't know him, he's the brain master. So check him out if you want to improve your reading, if you want to improve your memory. Awesome. Okay, so what does Jim says that really, stuck with me until today? Practice makes progress. Okay, practice makes progress. So again, a habit is created by a repetition, right? So you need this repetition to make it a habit and to make it automatic, okay? How do you do that? With practice, practice, practice. Well, you do the behavior, okay, again and again and again, but we have a secret called visualization. That's your strategy number 2. Practice, practice, practice with visualization. Okay, Fatima, what does happen in the brain when we create a habit, when we create a new behavior? Okay, so again, it's very simplified. If you want to geek out, check out YouTube, Google. How does it work, Fatima, when we want to create a habit in the brain? So we have neurons in the brains, and between these neurons you create a connection. Okay, a behavior is made of these connections. So the more you're gonna do the behavior, you're gonna strengthen the connection, right? But with visualization, you don't have to do it. You just visualize it. Close your eyes, just see yourself doing the behavior. For example, it's me going to the grocery store. I don't want to go to the chocolate section. I just want to go to the veggies, and then, I'm going to pay and I'm going to go out. So I'm like practicing in my mind my behavior of just going and doing the shopping, okay? This creates the connection. So this is amazing. You don't even have to go out from your house. And again, you need this practice, practice, practice. You need this momentum. So use visualization. Okay, comment in the section down below if you knew these strategies, and of course how you're going to use them, because it's all about implementation, right? Don't listen to me. Action, take action. Okay, just do it. That's the biggest secret, right? Just take one strategy and use it in your life. Like this video if you learned something new, or if you were reminded of something new about building better habits. And of course, subscribe if you haven't, to be coached by me to be an empowered Muslim businesswoman. To the next video, get focused, get clarity, and get started to live your best life. Bye.